Hi everyone, WeaponCollector here. I thought I'd do a video on my air pistols and the BB gun that I've got. Weird thing is I couldn't find all of them. I've got a Norconia S2 177 break barrel pistol somewhere, but I can't fucking find it. No matter where I look, I can't find it. But anyway, so this is, let's have a look. This is a Smith & Wesson, I can't remember the model now, model 586, CO2 10-shot air pistol. This one's got the 8-inch barrel. Let's get in a better position here. This one's got the 8-inch barrel and the stock. You can get it without. It's got CO2 in a minute, so I've got a little trigger lock on it so it doesn't go off. Yeah, this is a good one. 177 rapid shot. You know, fast you can pull the trigger, or you can pull the hammer back. 10-shot magazine, which you can get spares or which you can load up. You know, shoot, take it out, shoot. Yeah, there's that. I quite like this. Not too powerful. Also comes with a lot of accessories. You can get a silencer, which I've got, scope mount, you know, right there. Not sure what else. You've got all different sights and that for it. Yes, that's that. That's CO2. I'll get them out and show you. A lot of them I don't know a lot about them, because I've never really bothered. I just got them because I like the look of them. And all I ever really care about is the calibre and the power. You know, well, I say that. Sometimes you can go for something better, you know what I mean? But, well, and I'll tell you something, why I don't know what all of them are called. Some of them I've just bought off of people. And some of them don't say. Like, this is a break barrel Gammo 177, not break barrel, underlever. Cocks like that. You open that bit there. And if you can, what side is it? There. Put your pellet in there. This one, again, a bit like the other one there, not very powerful. But, fun to shoot though. Good for a bit of plinking, shooting cans and that. But that's about it, really. Decent sight on it. That one I've actually got a spare one of these, so if anything ever breaks on this, I can take the parts off, you know. Right, there's that. The BB gun I own, which is a Smith & Wesson, I can't remember what this one is now, but there's that. That's just a standard BB gun, the old plastic BBs, you know. Got one of them. I don't ever use it for anything, but it looks alright. You can use it for some things, but nothing you wouldn't use an air pistol for, you know. Like, that's not going to do anything that an air pistol would do. The Daisy 2003. This has got a bit of power in it. It's definitely power than those other two I showed. And it's a 32-shot repeater. CO2. Bit of a strange magazine. There's the magazine there. It loads up 32 177 pellets. Goes in the top like that. You pull it back. And this can shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. Safety's on at the minute. No CO2 in it anyway. But I did notice this malfunctions quite a lot and misfires. It even came with a clearing rod, which sort of says it all. You know, they know it's going to jam. But if you can get the perfect pellets, this will shoot, you know, bang, 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 quick as, you know. And it's got a bit of power. Definitely more power than these other two. Webley Mark 1, which I've got, this used to be my dad's, well it still is his I suppose, broken. You can actually shoot it, but I've had to make this part here. I like to put a new bolt in, just a crappy old thing just to hold it in. I've had to put a new a homemade seal in there. Yeah, that's that cock, so you bring it up. All the back was all sort of messed up. Old Webley Mark 1 there. These are lovely little guns. What size is that? That's really nice. I think they didn't make guns like that now. They're a decent bit of power, but a nice little size like that. Well, saying that, they do, but they're CO2. But even this is not as small as that. This is the Crossman Co2 which is probably my favourite air pistol. Decent power. I think it's something like 5.5 foot-pounds or something, which is nearly the limit. And you can tell when you shoot it, it's got a lot of power. This is CO2. 2.2. That Webley was 2.2 as well. Bolt action. Highly recommend these. Proper decent gun this is. I did have a HW45 which I've had to sell because for the amount of money it cost, just sitting there, it wasn't worth having, I don't think. When this shoots just as good, really. Just it's CO2, not spring. Yeah, highly recommend that. And they used to be about 100 quid, I think, so not a lot of money. What else we got? Like I said, I couldn't find the S2. Gamo PT80, quite a weak gun, but fun to shoot. CO2 177. CO2 goes in the handle there. This one I think, yeah, this will shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger, but only 8 shots. Opens like that. Get your little spare magazines, fill them up, 8 of them. 8 pellets. And I bought that second hand for about 30 quid, I think. Metal top, plastic sides. That revolver, I don't know if I mentioned, that's full of metal. The actual gun is, if you know what I mean. And lastly, this is all I could find. I think, like I said, I think that's all of them apart from just that Norconia S2, which for some reason I can't find. And this is a Co2 Diana R357 CO2 pistol with a 6-inch barrel. And this one, quite interesting. The whole cylinder swings out properly like a proper revolver, and it looks more realistic. And that is, how many shots was that? 8 shots. Not very powerful, but good enough for shooting cans and stuff. Show you down the sights. Yeah, definitely enjoyable. I do like shooting this. CO2 pistols are quite fun to shoot because there's a lot less having a cock. You're not going to get the power unless you're shooting something like that. But you know, they've all got their weaknesses, they've all got their strengths. But that, I would say, the Crossman Co2 is probably my favourite air pistol. Always has been. You know, I think you get about 30, I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 full power shots from one CO2 cartridge, and it's literally, you know, shoot, you know, nice and quick. Put the CO2, you unscrew that, put the CO2 in there. I think this has got a CO2 cartridge in it, so I won't actually open that. Yeah, so that was my air pistol collection. If you've got an air pistol collection, make sure you do a video of it, send me it, 'cause I'd like to see that. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to visit the links down the bottom there for my blog and that.